Boys and girls, hope you're good. Sorry I'm a bit sweaty, but there you go, just done my session, so I'm doing my bit as always and trying to keep on it. Like you beautiful people. Right, 2 little things so far. First of all, send your levels to me. I've got them already, some of your emails, fantastic. If you haven't done it already, get it over so I know what you're operating on. And then your measurements, get them done as well. I know some of you said about the scales, don't worry, this isn't about numbers, it's about the whole bigger picture. But to get the whole picture, if you can do as many of those as possible, like the measurements and the scales is great. If you haven't got scales, you're a bit like me, don't have scales, don't really believe in them, that's fine. I love that, but just for the whole purpose of this, it gives you the whole picture. If you haven't got them though, don't stress. If you can borrow some or something, fantastic. So get that over to me as soon as possible. Brilliant. That's your first thing first. Let's not go mad on this, because the whole idea of this is to give you little bits each time and building and building and building. On your levels, you'll see how many treats you're allowed a week. In your levels, you'll see how much water you're meant to be drinking a week, how many sessions you're going to be attending a week. Sessions, let's get to exercise. If it's 2, 3, 4, it's saying on there, for example, that's fantastic. You can utilize your boot camps. If though you want to substitute them or add on things like park runs, your own runs, some individual sessions, things like that, is fine, perfect. It's just basically get your sessions in, but on your tracker, record them. So if you went for a park run, did a 5k, fantastic. If you went for a 4k run, if you did a home session from the videos, it doesn't matter, but just kind of obviously make sure you kind of you put them down. Hence why we've got the weekly trackers, because that keeps you in check. You show what you're doing, and obviously if there's any ups and downs, we can look back on it and I can support you on the halfway point about where you should be and adjust things if needs be. So exercise, don't worry, but get it in. Second thing, and the final thing for now, before we go into every little thing, so we'll look at water and rest and sleep a bit later on, is nutrition. I'm gonna make it really, really simple. If you 100% get it, you know what clean is, you understand clean, the true essence of clean, brilliant. If you don't, I'm gonna make it really simple for you, and dare I say, without being patronizing, some of you still might not, you might think you do, but there's 3 key things to help you out. First thing is, you've got recipes. There's about 100 odd there. They are brilliant. They're nutritious, they're quick. You can eat them, your family, your friends, your kids, you will enjoy them. There's so much choice there, there'll be something you like. Start looking. It's about accountability. Do you want to make a change? You said you do. No one's going to spoon feed you, no one's going to do it for you. You're going to have to download a recipe. It's on there for you on the website. Log in, look at them. There's hundreds upon hundreds. Yes, you've got the cookbook in the actual group, but in the actual website, there's so many. If halfway through this or 3/4 way through this, or by the end of it you go, oh, I failed in nutrition, and you never looked at the recipes, that's your responsibility. So start looking at them and trying to add them into your diet. You'll see that there's cooking and preparation in prepared for that, and they're basically natural substance. 3/4 of them all are just natural substance. We're not putting shit in our body, not literally. Second way of looking at it is this, trying to look at, well, what's crap then, what do you avoid? I haven't got all day to tell you, I bore the pants off you. Let's make it really simple. If it goes ding in a microwave, that's not you making something and reheating it, that's fine. If it goes ding in a microwave, it's 99.9% sure it's shit. Don't touch it. If it's got a sell-by date on it, which lasts for months upon months upon months, it's not natural food, it's put something added to it to make it stay that way, it's shit. So for example, and also another one, if it's, look on the labels, don't get really anal with this, but if you've got X, Y, Z and numbers on the ingredients, it's shit. That sounds really harsh, isn't it? But I'm just being really to the point and brutal with it. Avoid them 3 as much as possible. On your treats, you're allowed, you can add them in, your pizzas, your burgers, your beers, that's fine. But with them, that's what to avoid. Here's another big tip, I use it for all groups and each month, and you might have heard it before, so I'll repeat it again. Next time you're in a supermarket, Morrison's, Tesco's, whatever, there's loads available, but next time you're in one, walk around the outside of the supermarket only. 90% of what's on the outside of the supermarket is I would describe as clean as you can be in today's society. And what I mean by that is there'll be meats, fishes, there'll be the deli, there'll be cheeses, there'll be creams, there'll be eggs, there'll be the fruits, the veggies, the seeds, the nuts, the whole breads, the pastas, things like that. That's what you want in your diet. That is what you're looking for. You want good creams, good cheeses, good fats. Yes, good fats, they are good for you, trust me. Fat in a burger, fat from creams and cheeses, perfect. That's what you want. So start thinking about that in your head. If you're still really confused by it, go to recipes, they're there for you. So some people say to me, can you write me a nutrition plan? I can, but will you cook? If you won't cook, then wow. But if you're going to cook, brilliant, and you're happy to go on a website to look at stuff, there you go. It's there for you. You've got a nutrition plan. You choose what food you like. Get cracking, get cooking. If you think you know what you're doing, that's fantastic. At any point throughout this, any day, any time, you can ask me any questions about things. Don't go crazy with it. Don't go absolutely crazy with it, but still start to look at, for example, you need fuel, you need to eat. You need to eat lots of good nourishment. The more nourishment you give your body, if it's good nourishing food, it will do three things. It will use it. That's perfect. So it will use it as fuel or building blocks. If it stores it, it's fine, because your body can deal with that, and eventually it will break it down. So that's okay, because it's used to it. It's not alien to the body. Or it will just get rid of it. That's it. But when you give it shit, it can't use it. It's wasted calories. It will be detrimental. The body can't store it. If it does store it, it can't break it down and do anything with it. So it's stored as fat, and it's going to poison you. Basically, it's going to make you ill. And that's the reality of it. And we are probably right now the sickest and most ill and obese nation we've ever been. So that's another fact. That's not a dig at anyone. That's just life, you know. But that's because we're very convenient lifestyles and an excuse culture which is built into society. So that's it. If I'm being honest, I'm going to be really brutal and ruthless in this kind of group. Not horrible, never disrespectful. You can't fail. I'll always help you. We're here to support you. This group gets shit done. You will get what you want out of it if you listen to these videos, if you're willing to make changes, and you're willing to kind of help yourself a little bit. So the first instance is measurements. Then on top of that, it's obviously making sure you choose your level. Start sticking to your levels. Start building your sessions. Make sure you attend them. If you can't, can you substitute with something else? And then start cooking and start filling your cupboards with good, clean foods. So be aware of that, guys. And like I said to people, obviously people in the last group, they were still having their times. You're going to have days or weekends or maybe even a week where you're going to fall off the wagon a bit. That is fine. That's what your trackers are there for as well. So your accountability is this, to take responsibility for yourself. You've got me to report into. The only thing I can't do is if you don't watch these videos, if you don't listen to the advice, if you don't follow your plans, if you don't tell me when you've fallen off so I can help you get back on again, if you don't cook, all these things, lots of don'ts and excuses, this won't work. If you do it, trust me, it isn't a massive kind of shake up. It's a change. We all cook, I'd like to think, once a week. So if that means batch cooking for a couple of hours, brilliant. Whack it all in the freezer, whack it in the fridge. You've got meals for the week. Happy days. It saves you going to Tesco spending £4 on crap, and it'll probably cost you about £4 if you shop sensibly and look around. So that's it. Start looking at recipes, start planning your sessions, start making changes over the weekend. We kick on from this weekend. So for example, can you attend Saturday morning's bootcamp session? Brilliant. Can you start drinking more water over the weekend? It's blinking hot. Start getting them litres in. Can you start having a look at those recipes? Maybe cook some over the weekend. Prepare for next week when you're really busy Monday to Friday, so you've got some in the fridge and freezer, so you haven't got the excuse of I've got to go and get some crisps and a sandwich from shops all the time. So just start getting that mentality in your head over the next 24, 48 hours. Love you lots. Respond in the group. Talk in the group. I'm here to help. Email me anytime. I'll keep you on track. And like I said, you saw the results from last month. Anything's possible if you want it.